Well, I hope all you race fans had fun in Montreal. We are switching venues to golf. The U.S. Open, which is at Pinehurst #2, and they are having a heck of a time. It's Saturday, and this is called Moving Day in the golf world. So we are heading, and we're starting in flight, en route. It says you were 10,000 feet, and we're probably going Mach 1 plus, so we got a head start, so we can run this in a relatively short time in an airplane that's a little easier to fly than Dark Star. We could do a Dark Star in a few minutes, but we have interesting. We won't go direct because inland over the land we'd probably see the Appalachians and that, but it's much more fun going down the coastline. So we'll go down, shoot down the coastline, see if we can pick out a few places like where I learned to fly in Norfolk, Virginia, and that's right about here, a little north of where Orville and Wilbur had their first flight. That's Kitty Hawk. So there it is, Norfolk, Virginia, right? International is where I learned to fly in a Piper J3 Cub. So we won't get into that very much. And down the East Coast, I flew up and down the East Coast, so you'll hear about that. Let's get going. That's not my house. This is called Booting Up. I don't know what airplane it is. It's got a little window here for when they bring out the gas to sign. So we're heading 220. We're going to probably go a little more to the southeast. More south, maybe a little bit southeast. And we get our airspeed is 385. So we'll go ahead and start bringing up the power. We'll go ahead and click ready to fly. And I don't think actually let's try this. We'll just put it on hold here for a second. I got the power all the way up, and we're going to just go down here and see if we can get the autopilot on. What altitude are we? 38,000 feet, so that saves us a little time. So let's see if that will go back here. And the altitude 38,000, that's good altitude. And heading 220, we're going to adjust from that. We'll go over here. Right. Yeah, we got to get our airspeed up. Get our airspeed up. We got our afterburners on. Yep. So we'll be going through. This could be yelling over the thing. We got a half moon, and possibly we're going to hold 38,000 feet. We're going to adjust the heading to the left. Yeah, it's working. So the autopilot. So I'm figuring out a way to get the autopilot to come on, and we can get back over here. Now, whether that's the Hudson River or not, I guess I can come on here and look back at my laptop. So I think that is the Hudson, and we need to be flying to the left of that, so we need to alter our course more to the left if we're going to get over to the coast.
527 BC Tree Niner, 1 contact Boston Center on 120.35. Good day.
So we're at Mach 1.6. So we'll
Going to 120 decimal tree 5527 BC tree 9
and setting up the fixed altitude. We just got to go with 38.2. That's what it gave us. And we've got our heading. We've got our autopilot working, and we can look on the chart to see how we're doing. We probably have to go left a little more, but this'll bring us out. If that is the Hudson River, maybe this is Lake Champlain. I can't remember that. So here we go, and we'll move to where we can see New York. I think we're heading directly south. It definitely looks that way here. Let's see here. There's I can't. So let's see if we see New York. Boston, there's Boston. Boston right there. So we come down here to Kennedy, JFK. There's JFK. So let's go back up and see if we're heading for JFK. Yeah, we're heading right for JFK. So I'm guessing that this is the Hudson River that we're heading down. And let's look back up here at Montreal. So we're getting pretty good here. Let's see here. Yeah, Vermont, New York. Vermont, New York. I think we're doing pretty good here. Let's look here. We're heading right down for JFK. So we're real good here. And I think we're over. This is Vermont over in here, and we're over New York. And we'll move this around so we can see where we're going. And yes, it does. It is shaking. That's our autopilot. I don't know who made our autopilot. Anyway, eventually we run into the Hudson River, and yeah, I can't quite figure out what we're doing, but I know we're heading for JFK, New York City. Where do we have JFK? Here's Newark, EWR, and I can't quite see LaGuardia. I forget what MMU is. MMU, that might be Morristown Municipal. Yeah, that's Morristown. Flew into Morristown and flew into Newark. That's in the little Piper. So we're at Mach 2.2. That's good. We need to be moving out, and let's see how we're doing on our heading here. And anyway, we're in a pretend Gulf Stream, and we had a vote, and we voted that we would go for So this could be Albany right here. Let's see what AGEL. Let's see what that does. Let's go back. Here's Albany, right in here. There's Albany. So we'll spot Albany. We'll take that back off. And Albany is just up here on our right. So this is the Hudson River. And here's Albany, and then from here is where the Erie Canal takes off and heads over toward Buffalo and parts over there. And let's see how we're doing. So, yeah, my friend Guy, I'm going to have to send him a copy of this because he moved from Albany over to Maine, over in that direction, over by his son. So he's enjoying this beautiful summer in Maine. And we'll look down here at Albany. I don't know where the Erie Canal heads out, but probably you end up going along here and then finally connect up with the Erie Canal someplace. So let's see, we're going Mach 2.15. The new F-15EX, I think they call it, has bigger engines. It looks like this aircraft, but that's where the comparison stops. Got different engines. Look, we don't have any. we don't have pilots in here. Yeah, that's funny. Normally we get our pilots in there, but possibly that happened because we started on a custom departure. You know, don't tell the people in back that we don't have a pilot or a co-pilot today. So probably is still classified what the new X-15EX, how fast it goes. So we're out all the way. So we move down here. You can see we're going JFK. So we have to start going to the right a little bit because we just want to go right over New York City. And we'll go back inside and move this over to the right slightly. There we go. And we'll get out so you don't have to get sick watching this thing wiggle. And we'll look down this way, and we can move. We'll move out of here because we'll sure recognize Manhattan Island when we get there, and we'll push the sun right here. We'll get a little better resolution on the land. So we should start seeing the Atlantic Ocean, the Long Island Sound. So this is the part that anything taken at normal speed in an aircraft, I mean, going, nothing travels. Airliners travel at 600 knots. They don't travel at this speed. But when you have to go 600 miles, it just it gets boring. And we got to see how the Hudson River develops, and we're going to be going down the coast here. We'll get up in here. See, I'm starting to see the outline the bottom of Connecticut, and we might be seeing the Connecticut River here. I don't know what river that is. Probably not over far enough for the Connecticut River. And what these lakes are here, I'm sorry to say, I don't know. And the town, actually, we can look here and maybe figure out the town if there's an airport there. So we can figure out what town we're close to. We'll look here. Oxford, Connecticut. And I'm not sure what that town is right there. Oxford. I can't see it. Can't figure out that town. But now we're going to start recognizing Manhattan Island. We're going to see that. Here's the Long Island Sound coming in here. And let's see. We get some of these cities right here are recognizable. KISP, Farmingdale, New York. No, so we'll go out to the left, and KISP, MacArthur, Long Island. That's right over here. So we need New Haven is right there. Anyway, let's look over at things that we do recognize. And I'll go right just a little bit more. And you can see the Hudson River coming right down here. And Manhattan. So we'll go to the right. Pick that up. So right there is Manhattan Island. We'll go in here a little bit. That's Manhattan. That's the East River coming up. LaGuardia Airport is right there. Then we can go back and look at JFK. JFK is right here, and we're seeing ourselves almost flying right over on the chart here over to the right. We're flying right over JFK, right under us there. And then we're going to head down the coast. There's New Jersey over here. And my teen years were spent on the Jersey coast. In my junior years, I was up here in Connecticut, Fairfield, Connecticut. It wasn't too far from it was near Bridgeport. Now we can come back to the left. Fly right down the coast. And look over here at New Jersey a little bit, and went in and out of Newark. And so we got the Statue of Liberty, and we're going to see Newark Airport is going to be right about in there. Right along in there. Okay, so we're heading down the coast. A little more to the left. Oh, we're all right. Go right shooting down the coast. Let me get on my map here, going down the Jersey coast. Let's see if we can pick up Bay Head as we go down here. But yeah, it's just south of Point Pleasant. So right about in here, and you'll see. Oh, here's the Manasquan Inlet. Maybe this little inlet here. Point Pleasant's right along in here, and then Bay Head. This little strip right along in here. Bay Head. We're probably right over Bay Head right now. Then Tom's River is over on this side. This could be Tom's River coming right out there. Yeah, I forget the name. One was the Manasquan. I don't know what this inlet was in. This they call this the Inland Waterway, going right down there. Now we'll move this up. And we're doing okay. Our route of flight is just over there to our right, so we're going to have to get over to that. But the natural part of the land is, let's see if we see Atlantic City here. We should see Atlantic City. Let's see if we can spot that. Yeah, I think it's just south of here, and that inlet right there is going to be Atlantic City. This is probably the Garden State Parkway. Used to take that to go to the beach from up near New York, Summit, New Jersey. And the inlet, yeah, not sure. Long Beach Island was right behind us. I can, and let's see if I see Atlantic City. I don't quite pick it up. So we'll come back to the right. And go over this way. Yeah, this is Atlantic City. Ocean City is down here, so we're right over Atlantic City right now. Right there. Yeah, that's Atlantic City. And so just north of there, my sister used to go to Beach Haven. So Beach Haven was right in there. She lived out in Pennsylvania. She loved Beach Haven when she had her family growing up. And Atlantic City, then Ocean City. And Cape May. Cape May is coming down here, and then this is Delaware Bay right in there. Now we have to start thinking about our route of flight here, so we got to start heading over. We got a little time left. Yeah, we got to get down to Norfolk. Let's keep going here until we get down to Norfolk, Virginia. So we'll shoot down a little bit of Delaware, Maryland. Yeah, we're good. We're good right on this course. So let's see if I can get back to going across from Cape May, New Jersey. Here's Cape May, New Jersey. And on the other side is Rehoboth Beach, right in there. And Ocean City. It seems like we saw an Ocean City. Yeah, there's an Ocean City right below Atlantic City, and now another Ocean City down here in Delaware or Maryland. So let's see what Rehoboth Beach is. I can't get it to. Yeah, Delaware. Yeah, so let's see if we got Delaware. And then I can't quite figure out Maryland. I should be able to figure that out. Somewhere Maryland comes in here a little bit. Delaware. So I'm not too. This was flyover country for me when I was doing my deed in the Tri-Pacer Air Chance when I was flying guys off my ship up to New York from Norfolk, Virginia, and pretty soon we'll come down here on the Chesapeake. The Chesapeake will come in. And let's see here. I gotta go back out. There's Salisbury, Maryland. Oops. That should have kicked in. Let's see. Try it again. I think that's Salisbury, Maryland. It's Virginia. I don't recognize that. And this is going to be the Chesapeake Bay, right here on the right. And one of the reasons the guys jumped aboard a little Piper Tri-Pacer with me is right down here at the end. They didn't have the bridge tunnel back in the 50s. So we'll actually fly down here to the end, and then we'll start altering our course. Here's ORF is Norfolk, KORF. So Norfolk, and then from Norfolk, we're going to alter our course to the right to go direct to Pinehurst. So we're heading right to, well, just to the right of Norfolk, Virginia. But the Chesapeake Bay is really, it's a huge bay in here. The Chesapeake. And at the top of the Chesapeake is Baltimore. Baltimore is right up in here. And then Maryland, Salisbury, Maryland will be down in here. Now I'm seeing, yeah. So Salisbury, Maryland was right along in here someplace. And I made a stop there, when I was doing my cross country in the Piper J3. I stopped there. That was my first stop on a solo cross country going north. And the magnetos, one of the magnetos was dropping a little more. I think it was dropping a little over 100, maybe. I can't remember exactly. But it was more than what I was used to. So I turned around and went back to Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia. The ferry that went across would take an hour to get on the ferry and almost an hour to get across here. And so you saved almost 2 hours just flying over this little inlet. And actually it's a big inlet here into the Chesapeake. And all along here is Norfolk, Virginia, right in there, and the Navy yards are right around in here on that side. And over on this side, Newport News had some naval air stations in there. and we'll get down close enough that we can see the airport at Norfolk. And I'm not sure just exactly where the bridge, whether it's a bridge tunnel. Here you can kind of see some lines here, and this may be has something to do with the bridge tunnel that goes across here. Again, that wasn't there when I and we may end up going right over the Navy base. The naval shipyards and all that might be right along in there. We should see here on Newport News, there's a couple of naval air stations out here. And then we'll get pointing over toward Pinehurst. There's Norfolk International, right out there. And it was called Guided Missile School Flying Club. And the Guided Missile School was down right here in Virginia Beach, just to the south here, Virginia Beach. I don't know, it wasn't too far from the airport. Then we're looking down where we used to pull in the ships. The ships used to park down in here, some side by side, whether it was right along in there, or whether we came in further to park. It seemed like we were out, yeah, that we were right adjacent to the Naval Air Station, right there. So we were right along in there is where we parked our ship, and this could be Norfolk International, but I'm not positive whether it was out there or whether it was right there. That was probably Norfolk International Airport. And then now we're going to go make our turn. So we have to turn to the right, and I'll figure out the heading here in a minute. Yeah, we don't have to figure too hard. We can just get it aiming. Yeah, we don't quite have it yet, but it's coming around. It's coming around. Maybe that'll do it. That should do it. A little more than what we needed. Go back just a little bit. And make it that looks pretty close. That looks pretty good. So this is the 200 nautical mile scale. So we're have a little more than 100 miles to go, which will happen in a jiffy. Looks like we're heading right at it. We're still holding. What's our altitude? we're 25, so it's not holding the 38,000 feet. I wasn't paying attention, but the heading hold part of the autopilot's working. Anyway, yeah, something caused it to come down because we were doing 2.2 Mach 2 plus, so we're Mach 1.87. So we're still trucking along pretty good, and it was probably I could spot things a little better at the Chesapeake Bay, Newport News, Norfolk, and all of that business. spent a couple of years down there in my late teens. So we're heading almost right on target. So we'll see if we pick up the airport. It is holding this altitude steady. If we were VFR, we would have to be at even 1,500, so we would have to be at 26.5 or 24.5. We're heading southwest, and we'll start scaling in here. And it's down to 100. We'll go back out to 150. There we go. Aiming pretty well. Looks like we're going to hit. Maybe it's perfect. And then we have to decide whether we're going to go into Fayetteville or over here to. Well, I don't see that, so we'll go into Fayetteville because that was the closest. Let's see if this is Fayetteville. So that's Fayetteville. And they have a 7,000 foot runway. That's good. At runway 22. We'll just look for runway 22 at Fayetteville. So that would be back to the left. Let's go get the chart up again. And we can probably start down here pretty soon. Here's Fayetteville, but we want to run over the KFAY. Let's see if KFBG. Let's see what that is. That doesn't work. KFBG. No. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. There's 50 miles. Yeah, we're going to keep it on 100. There we go. There we go, about 100 miles to go. And we're gonna do Fayetteville. Let me just see this other airport here. That doesn't come up. Let me see what this one does here. Just 5,000 foot runway. No. So we're gonna do Fayetteville. And we're almost there. Well, let's get this. Going. And we can go a little to the right. And we turn off the autopilot. There we go. Start dropping down. Get in behind it. See if we can spot the airport. Okay, we'll get up and just throw that in until we get a little closer. So KHRG, I don't know what that is. That's Irwin, North Carolina. That's Harnett County Airport. Irwin, North Carolina. Yeah, we can keep the speed up because we're not landing. I got to realize we're just making a low pass over the golf course. And then we'll come back to Fayetteville. Make sure that's Fayetteville. Yeah. So I guess we're staying in Fayetteville, huh? And we'll move it 35. And we're going to take the afterburner off. No sense scaring the golfers by breaking the sound barrier over their heads. Lots of pines. Just went back through the sound barrier. We'll see how accurate my course line is on this. See if we come right out over the golf course. Yeah, this could be it right here. Lots of sand traps. Lots of sand traps. There it is. Right there. So there's the clubhouse back there. Now we'll head back east to Fayetteville. Look back for a second. Say goodbye to the golf course, and we're going to come back almost double back. See if we can find Fayetteville. There it is, F-A-Y. Yeah, we'll just kick it in here for a minute. So we'll line up to the south. Looks like we go over a little airport right there. Yeah, and I'd have the co-pilot would be in communication with Fayetteville. Looks like we're laying back to the northeast. Get down to about 2,500. This was a spur of the moment, so we're still trying to get everybody situated. have to find a large house to rent. Probably have to pay for a week. We definitely won't be able to stay close to the golf course. Yeah, we'll start looking for it here to start coming around slowly. I've never been into Fayetteville, so we'll see how we do here. Well, my course finder, Microsoft, did a good job. Took us right to Pinehurst. And we'll be looking for the strobe. I think we can go in a little closer. Oh, there it is. Slow it down here, get the wheels down. Got the wheels down, get the flaps down, get the speed brake out of the way. Come back in with the power. No, we wouldn't do it this way in a Gulfstream. Not this way. Get my feet on the pedals. Okay, and we probably have spent enough time. You've seen airports before, so I'll just taxi off here, and we'll look back toward the terminal. I don't know how big the terminal is. Charlotte might have been a little bit bigger runway, but I believe the Gulfstream could handle this. But it's just closer to the golf course. Okay, and I don't see any airliners here. Oops. So, but that's the thing with the private jets. You can go to places the airliners don't go. And that's enough of that. We'll just go in and shut it down. Let them tow it in. Let's see here. I like to shut it down and open the canopy. So the autopilot worked part of the way. For some reason, it turned off, and I'm always into being the tour guide. So being a tour guide and a pilot at the same time doesn't always work well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the trip down the East Coast, and we'll take one more look outside. Our canopy didn't open. Let's see here. There it goes. So nobody's home, but we don't have a canopy open on the Gulfstream. Okay, now we're gonna have to have trouble. We may have to go back to Norfolk to find a bed tonight. Thanks for riding along, and I'll see you soon. Have fun at the golf course. Bye.